This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Wednesday, October 2nd, 2019. The title of this rant is From Russia with Love, Part 2. I think I had one earlier, but we need to have another one because Russia's hands are basically directing some incredible, terrible shit by the President, by the Secretary of State, and by the Attorney General. So all three of them are big conspiracy theorists. They always have been. And basically what is coming down to is what we're finding out right now in its simplistic form is that these two gentlemen, the Secretary of State and the Attorney General, have been running around the world trying to dig up dirt on our intelligence agencies. And the reason for that is these intelligence agencies in 2016 said that without a doubt, no question about it, it actually happened, that Russia definitively interfered with our election in 2016. And they're going around based on conspiracy theories that were started basically through Russia, that this is not true at all. And so the warped roundabout thinking is we're going to go to other intelligence agencies. We want them to play ball. We want them to tell us that, hey, this never happened and that our intelligence agencies were wrong. And why are they doing that? Because if they could prove that Russia was not involved in election interference in the 2016 election, that would mean there would have been no need to have Robert Mueller do his investigation. And if there was no investigation and there was no involvement by Russia in election interference, then there'd be no need for sanctions. And Putin would get all of his sanctions relief taken off. Now let's remember very importantly that these sanctions are hurting Russia. It's hurting his buddies, the oligarchs, quite a bit. That Russia is a petro state and that they need that petroleum flowing for their coffers to keep going so that they can have that state that they have right now where the oligarchs and Putin rule everything. So these conspiracy theories, and the biggest thing about all this, and I need to emphasize this the most, is that we have hundreds, thousands of dedicated intelligence officers in a number of different agencies in the United States and all across the world that are doing the right thing for the United States, and that they saw without a doubt that election interference was being conducted by Russia in the 2016 election, and that the way that this president, the Secretary of State, and the Attorney General are handling this is that if they happen to be collateral damage and that they get investigated and they get thrown out of their position, it's just so that Putin can have his sanction release. These three gentlemen, they don't care about that. They do not care about the well-being of our intelligence officers here in the United States and across the world. And this is really what gets my goat in all of this, is that they're stonewalling any investigation that's going on in all of this. Russians' hands are all over this. Russians' hands have been all over almost everything that this president has done in terms of international diplomacy. And there is going to be a heavy price to pay. And we need to get to the bottom of this. And we need to disprove, which we already have, all of these conspiracy theories. And we need to get rid of this guy pronto.